The following video today is brought to you by Robinhood, an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos all commission-free. Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out how to get a free stock from Apple, Ford, or Sprint. Back in 2017, one of the first What Happened To videos I made on my channel was discussing game theory and its creator MatPat. To summarize that video briefly, I basically just theorized that over the years he had changed his target demographic, from teenage and 27-year-old males to adolescents of both genders. To this very day, I still do not see my video as controversial or even all that negative, but it did get Matt's attention. Since my video was at the top of search results at the time, he made two videos with the same title as mine to knock me down a few spots. And on top of this, he made a bizarre live stream, grouping me in with his supposed haters, and going off on tirades about cleavage and how he's never watched pornography before, which I still do not understand to this very day.
Edgy.
I've actually never looked at porn ever, like outside of like.
The reason I bring this up is because after I made a response to his live stream where I showed my bewilderment to the whole situation and refuted a few of his points, something happened to me that never occurred before or since in my career, which is that quite a few YouTubers that I never or rarely talked to started to all private message me about how happy they were that I exposed him. Looking back at the whole situation, it was just really weird. I had a half a dozen big creators congratulating me for something I didn't even know I did. None of them really seemed to have any major grievances against MatPat when I asked them, but they liked seeing him knock down a few pegs as they saw it. This led me to start wondering why exactly people dislike game theory so much. Almost all the drama I saw surrounding Matt seemed so petty and minor, people complaining about Five Nights at Freddy's videos and stuff like that. None of it was legitimate reasons to hate a person, but they did. Well, with the new year, there's new drama, and in less than 2 weeks, game theory has found itself in two new feuds. So let's find out what's happening to MatPat that is causing this new round of hate, and see if we can get to the bottom of why some people don't like him. The first of these was over a live stream where MatPat gave positive coverage to an indie game titled Heartbound. The creator of the game wasn't too pleased with this stream, calling it out for a clickbait title that compared his game to Undertale, getting a name wrong, not giving what he felt was sufficient promotion, and a supposed misleading video tag. Needless to say, this criticism took off. So was this reaction justified? Well, in short, no. I mean, they did get the name of the game studio wrong, which could have used a correction, but many of the other points against the stream kinda just come off as, well, really petty. The one thing people were complaining about was how the tags of the video mention Undertale, which I guess they're claiming would confuse people into thinking Heartbound was related to that franchise. But that makes no sense. Tags have been hidden from general public view for years now, so the idea that this metadata confused people is absolute grade A nonsense. The more valid point that may have actually led to confusion was a thumbnail and title that could have led people into believing this game was related to Undertale. The thing is though, if you watch the stream, they make it very clear that this is not an actual game in the Undertale series, but rather a game that is in a similar genre and may be the next big indie hit. It was clearly clickbait, no doubt, but I have trouble believing people that watched the stream actually thought that this was a sequel. But if they only read the original title, I can see where they're coming from on this point. The weirdest point against the stream, I think, is that people were mad that there wasn't a link to purchase the game in the description. I've been on YouTube for a decade now and can verify that this has never been a standard practice, so going after only game theory for it is dumb. If you're outraged at MatPat for not putting a link in the description to Heartbound, do you also get mad when Call of Duty channels don't link to Activision.com? This part just seems hypocritical. In summary, the only piece of this outrage I'm at all sympathetic to is that the clickbait in the title and thumbnail may have gone too far, and that they needed to correct the studio's name. But does that really justify 100,000 people going after Matt? At the end of the day, the creators of Heartbound should come away from this controversy in a good mood. This all gave them a ton of free publicity for their game. As if things couldn't get any worse, immediately after this first controversy, another started up. This time the focus was on YouTuber Legal, who pointed out that Matt's legal analysis video for the Fortnite dance lawsuits was suspiciously similar to his from a week prior. He basically said that if Game Theory did use his video as a blueprint, he would have appreciated a plug in the description.
I'm glad that MatPat found my video interesting, and I'm glad that you, a fellow Legal Eagle, find it interesting as well. But come on, man. When a channel with 11 million subscribers rips off the actual hard work and analysis of a tiny channel, the least you can do is drop me a link.
I'm going to defend MatPat here and say that if he did use Legal Eagle's video, he would have given credit. The reason I say this is because in other videos he usually does give credit where credit is due. An example of this is in one of his theories about Jake Paul. He clearly gives credit to Nerd City when he's bringing up a point that was originally brought up on that channel. So if he did use Legal Eagle's video, it just doesn't make any sense that he wouldn't give credit here. An official response from Matt backs up my skepticism as well. It appears that both channels were working on similar videos at the same time. While Matt had a reasonable explanation to all this, it hasn't stopped many who despise game theory from using this all against him. Before attacking someone, ask yourself if you'd be outraged if a person you liked was the one under scrutiny. If the answer is you wouldn't be upset in that case, then maybe you should calm down. So with this drama being so unsubstantial in the great scheme of things, why has it blown up so much? Both Matt and his wife are always so super upbeat and super positive in their videos, and many find it hard to believe that they are really like that in real life. When they do get upset or try to defend themselves, they still try to keep a veneer of positivity while doing it, which ends up coming off as passive-aggressive and fake. Matt is always talking about the algorithm and how money is made on YouTube. And as a rule of thumb, positivity is often rewarded with financial gain. I don't know him, but it does feel like the constant upbeat attitude is at least in some respects just for the camera. When he's not super happy on rare occasions, he's in the complete opposite direction, crying or being very serious. It's always these extreme emotions without anything in between. Whether right or wrong, some people think that it's all emotional manipulation in an attempt to get more views. And some people have gone as far to claim that he's actually really nasty in real life. Although I've seen no evidence to back that up, so I personally do not believe it. I think if we could occasionally see a more calmed down Matt where it didn't feel like he was putting on a show, it would make him a bit more relatable. Then again, people always call me a robot for not showing enough emotion in my videos. So now that I think about it, you can't win no matter what you do. Hey everybody, before I finish this video today, I just want to give a very big thank you to my sponsor, Robinhood. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos all commission-free. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. They are a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence. It has a simple and intuitive clear design with data presented in an easy-to-digest way. I recently downloaded Robinhood for myself, and one of my favorite things about it was that there was no cost or commission fees. Other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood doesn't charge commissions or fees. Trade stocks and keep all the profits for yourself. On top of this, you learn how to invest by using the app. You can discover new stocks and track favorite companies with personalized news feeds. Right now, Robinhood is giving listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at whathappened.robinhood.com. That's whathappened.robinhood.com to start investing today.